It was a typical rainy afternoon when Clara sighed and pushed open the door of the small coffee shop, shaking off her umbrella as she stepped inside. She was running late for her meeting, yet she couldn't resist the warm embrace that enveloped her the moment she walked in. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baked pastries wafted through the air, making her stomach growl insistently. She glanced at her watch and sighed again, knowing she couldn't spend too much time lingering. As she approached the counter, lost in thought, she accidentally bumped into someone, spilling a bit of her drink. "Oh, I'm so sorry," she exclaimed, looking up to meet the eyes of a handsome stranger with messy brown hair and a sheepish smile that instantly made her heart skip a beat. "It's all right. I was distracted by the pastries," he replied, his voice warm and inviting, much like the atmosphere around them. "I'm Jake, by the way, Clara," she said, feeling her cheeks flush slightly as a nervous excitement stirred within her. There was something in his eyes, a spark that made her forget all about her meeting looming just around the corner. They struck up a conversation while waiting for their drinks, and the more they talked, the more Clara felt the rhythm of their connection. Jake was an artist, his passion evident in the way he animatedly shared stories about his latest exhibition, his eyes sparkling with excitement. In turn, Clara talked about her job in marketing, her ambition twinkling in Jake's appreciative gaze. Amidst the chaos of caffeine and conversation, they found a small table by the window, the rhythmic drizzling rain providing a cozy backdrop for their unexpected encounter. With the sound of raindrops tapping against the glass, Jake leaned in closer, his expression turning serious for a moment. "You know," he said, his voice low and thoughtful, "I believe every chance encounter has a purpose. Maybe we were meant to meet today." Clara smiled, intrigued by his sentiment. "You think so? I usually don't believe in fate, but this feels different," she admitted, letting herself be swept up in the moment. As their drinks arrived, steaming and inviting, they discovered they shared more than just small talk. They both had an unquenchable love for classic literature and a beloved pet cat named Whiskers. The idea of their cats having a clandestine meetup tickled them, both imagining their furry companions plotting adventures while they sat together, laughing and basking in the warmth of their budding connection. Time slipped away quickly, the clock's hands ticking by without either of them noticing. They were completely lost in each other, laughing like old friends. But Clara's phone buzzed insistently, yanking her back to reality. Her meeting was just 10 minutes away, and she hadn't even mentioned her partner's presence. "Jake, I hate to cut this short, but I really need to go," she said, regret lacing her tone, her heart heavy at the thought of leaving. "Can I see you again?" he asked, a hint of vulnerability cracking through his confident demeanor. Clara felt her heart race at the intensity of his gaze. "I don't know if," she started, hesitating as doubts danced in her mind. But then she stopped, realizing the undeniable chemistry that sparkled between them. "Maybe I can give you my number. We could meet again." After all this chaos, she offered, the thrill of the unknown making her pulse quicken. Jake's face lit up, and he pulled out his phone, quickly adding her number, eyes bright with hope. "I promise to make our next meeting memorable," he said, playfulness lacing his tone as he winked. As Clara stepped back outside, her pulse racing, she turned back one last time. Their eyes locked, and in that charged moment, she felt a jolt of excitement coursing through her. The rain had lessened to a gentle patter, the world outside feeling fresh and new. Clara couldn't help but smile, knowing this brief encounter might lead to something more profound, a turning point in her otherwise predictable life. Days later, they met again at that same coffee shop, the rain a mere memory. With every shared laugh, every lingering glance, and every flicker of their electric connection, a beautiful love story began to unfold, one sparked by a simple chance encounter and the courage to embrace what came next.